All right, today we're going to be installing the Tyger. I think it's the T1 soft roll-up. It's a little bit less common. Tri-folds are more common. Obviously, there's hard covers, soft covers, and tri-fold. But this is a soft roll-up. I'll talk a little bit about why, but let's first of all start with getting it open. All right, so there's the cover itself. You've got the foam seal, bag of supplies, instructions, and of course, those are the actual rail systems right there. All right, so looking at the instructions here and the tools required, it actually only asks for a Phillips screwdriver as well as a 10mm ratchet. As far as the hardware, you're really only looking at your 4 brackets. You can kind of see a little bit different style to them, but it's literally showing just that easy. The cover itself comes in this nice bag here. So we'll get it out of the bag and start to lay it out, and we'll get going. All right, so looking at the instructions, there's a whole step 1 and step 2. Basically, we're gonna remove this, and we're gonna slide the brackets into place. Never actually taken these off, but you just push, depress there, pull it out, and then push this up. That lines in. This is what's gonna hold it. So we'll go 1, 2. We'll put this end cap back into place. All right, let's get the rail on top. Now we're gonna take this. You got the Velcro side, then you got the pad and the spot underneath. So Velcro is gonna go to the outside. This is obviously gonna go to the inside, where we're gonna use this to clip it. All right, now the key to this is actually gonna be lifting it up and sliding it in, because otherwise it's just gonna hit this little barrier. So it's gotta slide all the way across, come down to here, lift it, get it within that little notch. Now you can see how this is gonna really hold it in place because it's inside of that notch. So I'm going to tighten these down, not all the way, but enough that they'll stop sliding, A, and B, that they'll hold that in where it's inside that channel, and where it's inside this channel, I want it to start to hold it into place where there's not quite so much give there. So I'm going to tighten all 4 of these really quickly. All right, so what needs to happen is I need to loosen this up. This little notch needs to go right inside of there. So this is why I didn't want to tighten these down too much. I'm gonna loosen it just a little bit, slide it back, then connect this into here. That's why you need a Phillips. It's just to loosen that bolt right there. We'll connect that in. Then we'll get this situated up against the back of the cab. Then we can adjust the rails from there. All right, so you can see we've loosened this screw right here. This is gonna go inside that channel, which means that's why we loosen that up. See, that pushes in just like that. That should loosen up. And then we'll be able to just tighten that right back up again. All right, now we're gonna push both of the brackets all the way, these in the front or up against the cab, all the way to the edge. Same thing in the back, all the way to the edge where there's 4 clamps. That's gonna give it the maximum of security and stability that it needs. All right, it's got the Tyger branding right there. You can see got a little bit of a gap. There is some kind of weather stripping under here. Hopefully that'll keep some of that out of it. Sorry for the airplane overhead. This is kind of a hard release actually, like kind of get each side, and then that Velcro is so tight, it's a little bit tough. I might look at loosening that, but overall, super excited about it and how it looks. Okay, I'm back inside, got out of the heat from the garage there. As you can see, that tonneau cover is a pretty easy install, really just a one-person job. Don't need a second person. Probably get it done in 15 minutes or less, especially watching an install video like this. There's a couple different reasons that I picked it. Number one, I think Tyger has a good name. It's actually one of the least expensive tonneau covers on Amazon. So if you're interested, I will put a link to the product down in the description. At the time of posting this video, it was under $200. I like the soft roll-up personally as opposed to the tri-fold. Part of the reason for that is that with the short bed on the Tacoma, with the tri-fold, if you've got it opened up, it does take up a pretty good chunk of space in that short bed, and I really didn't want that. I wanted something that if I wanted to use the whole bed, I could just roll it all the way up, clip it, and not have to worry about it. So you can actually drive with it clipped up or open. Again, what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of a test over the next few weeks, and then maybe do a review on what I think of it once I've actually used it for a while. But again, appreciate you checking out the video. Thanks for staying until the end. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit like, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.